Hey guys, welcome to another installment of Tech Tips with Tamara. My name is Tamara Russell and I'm the host of the blog Mrs. Russell's Room First Grade. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about editing. Now you may have come to my YouTube channel today because I have a little post on editing and I gave a few tips on how to be a good editor. Editing is one of the most important aspects of a professional teacher blogger's career. As far as if you're going to offer your products online digitally, you do not want, and you're going to ask people to pay for them, you do not want people to pay for a product that is full of errors, and that's why you ask people to edit. One of my pet peeves with asking people, random people, to edit is a lot of times people will look at it for 10 minutes and send it back to me and say it's wonderful, and they are not thorough. So editing tip number one, make sure that you are thorough. Look critically for errors in the syntax, in the grammar. Read those directions and make sure that they make sense. If they don't, let a blogger know. Make sure that there are periods and commas and capitalized, the first letter of the sentence is capitalized and things like that. Make sure that all of the manipulatives are aligned properly. Those are some tips that you can give someone for in their product to make it better. Editing tip number two, be kind. As important as it is for you to be critical of someone's work, and when I say critical, I mean really explicit and detailed and looking to make sure that there's no errors in the pack, you need to be kind. When you come across things that you think are great ideas or look really great or the clip art is really cute, you want to make sure that you make a mention of that as often as you can as well. Because one of the things about editing, and I can tell you this is true for me, when you find another teacher who is willing to edit your work and they are thorough, but they are also kind about your work and they appreciate what you've done, you can build a relationship with them. And what I like to do with people who edit for me on a routine basis is I'll say, if you edit for me, I'll let you have the product when you're done. And especially, if I'm editing for somebody that I really, really love their work, getting in to edit for them all the time is really awesome, because then I get a chance to get that particular product in my classroom and use it with my students. And so, but it's really important to be honest and to be kind. Third editing tip, do not offer if you can't follow rules 1 and 2. So if you're not going to have the time to look at it right when they ask, and you're not going to be able to be thorough with it because you don't have the time, or you just, you're not really into their work, maybe it's not your style or you're not fond of it, so you can't really be very effusive with praise, don't edit for someone. Don't edit for that person, because it's really going to be a waste of your time and ultimately not be as helpful to them as they need it to be. So I'm going to go over with you how to edit in a PDF file. So I'm going to go to my second page here, and this is just something that I have in my store already. So here we have a cover page, and I would say to this person, just on first blush, oh, I like this cover page, it's bright, it's cheery, everything matches really nicely. I like the font types that were selected here. So there's a lot of different things I like about this cover. So I'm going to come over here to the sticky note feature. I'm going to click, and then I'm just going to click right on the document itself, and then I'm going to write a little note here. Wow, I love this colorful cover. Super great. Font choices. This is a warm and welcoming start. Woo! Nice and positive. Now I click on the outside, and that text box right there tells the person who I'm editing for that I had something to say about that particular page. Now I'm going to go to my next page. Uh-oh, this page has a few problems. So what I'd like for you to do is go ahead in just a moment and pause the recording so that you can look at the document yourself and see what it is that you find, and then you can press play again and see what it is that I suggest to change on this page. Ready, set, pause. Okay, back to checking the document. On this particular page, there are 3 errors that I identified. The first one is that this text here is not centered on the page. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the sticky note, and I'm going to come close to the box here, and I'm going to put this text needs to be centered in the border. All right, another error that I identified on this page after I read through, and that's another thing, I read through, when I edit for someone, I read through every word of their document. So I've included headers in this pack for the letters of the alphabet in a traditional Apple theme. There's also over 240 kindergarten and first grade words. Theirs is a problem. So you can do one of two things. You can highlight the whole word, or you could use a sticky note, which I use sticky notes for everything. So I'm going to sticky note it right here so they know there's an error there. Theirs needs an apostrophe. All right, we've got that one. These words are some of the most commonly used words in the English language and will definitely help a kinder or firstie with their fluency over the course of the school year. Happy reading. Love, Tamara. Now, this person does not need this mark of punctuation here, so I'm going to make a comment about that. Remove the semicolon. Now, I've made 3 comments on here. 3 edits on this page, so I might also want to make a positive comment on this page as well, since there are quite a few errors. So I might say out here, love this polka dot paper. Fun. Alright, and that's how I edit a document. I hope that you found this helpful, and so the next time one of your favorite bloggers makes an all-call for an editor, you have all the tools now that I think you would need to be a fantastic editor. Good luck. Oh, and one other thing. Don't forget to save your edits just by clicking on the Save File feature and save it as editing sample or whatever their file name is. You can save it as their file name and your name edits, and then email them back that document so that they can see that it has your edits in it. So what I would do is probably do, for example, this is Apple freebie. So I would put Tamara Russell edits, and then I would save it and send it to them. Okay? Thanks so much, you guys, for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!